This movie will be basic introduction to radio setup, system settings for FrSky TARANIS transmitter. Only basic introduction because actually I don't know all options. But this will be a movie about basic functions, what you probably will need for use of FrSky TARANIS radio system. So, if we will switch on a radio.
Welcome to TARANIS.
We can see display of TARANIS with 6 buttons besides. What is important on OpenINX firmware inside TARANIS is a different short press on or long press of some buttons. I will tell you later. On home page or standard screen on display, you can see more screens. For example, this screen show me positions of gimbals, positions of switches, positions of controls on sides, positions of potentiometers, time, volume, SD card included, and voltage on internal battery. Name of module and trim.
Trim center. Maximum trim reached. Trim center. Maximum trim reached.
You can see and you can hear too positions of
trim center.
Of trims. On the next screen I will press page, or next page or next screen. I can see next informations. Again, name of model, positions of sticks, trims, etc. Positions of switches. Next screen, channel monitor, Windows channel monitor, just positions of or value of output on each channel. We can see informations for 16 channels. On the next page we can see again switches, and we are back on this screen. If you want to see next screen, just press page button. Many inside OpenINX is delayed on 2 basic parts. On one side are system settings, settings about radio functions. Second part is settings about model, about selected model, about selecting of models and about options of model. Now let's go. We can see something about system settings. To system settings, we will jump with longer press of menu button, because if we press menu button shortly, we are on model selection, on model settings. Exit is back. If we want to see system settings, we must press menu button longer. And you can see here is radio setup. So we are in radio setup. In top line you can see number 17. It means radio setup is with 7 screens and this is screen number 1 from 7. On first screen we can see some options. We can switch between options with pressing plus and minus buttons. On first line is date. If I want to change any value, just go on value which you want to change, for example this, press enter, number is blinking and I can change value. When is value right, press enter again and value is written to the memory. Time, battery meter range. What is this? You can use in Taranis different batteries. You can use LiPo battery, LiFe battery, nickel metal hydride battery with different voltage. This picture show us how many capacity is now in battery. But Taranis need information about range of voltage of your battery for this picture. So you can set it here, battery meter range. Now options are about sound. More options are here. No key, it means when I press a key, battery is without any sound. We can change it again. Enter, and we can change this option for no key. All, and when I press all, you can see or options will be with sound. Beep volume, wave volume, it means speech volume, yes. Vario volume, if we have in our Alpine variometer, here we can change vario volume. Background volume, I don't know what is it. Length of tone, pitch. I don't know exactly what this means, but I think it's not important. I will tell you important things. All next informations you can find in a PDF file, on internet you can find instruction manual with detailed instructions for FrSky TARANIS. Here will be only important things. Battery alarms, I will move it. Battery low. Here you can set battery voltage value, and if your internal battery will be on this voltage, your radio will be blinking and screaming about low voltage. Inactivity alarm. When you put your radio on desk, after 10 minutes, without any touching of gimbals or switches, your radio will screaming, and your radio will tell you, hello, you forgot for me, I'm on. This is warning about memory low. If you are in your radio too much models and your memory inside the radio is full, your radio will be warning you about this low memory. And next warning is about sound off, because you can switch off every sounds for silent flying, but it could be dangerous. So here, if this warning is switched on, your radio will be warning you, be careful, all your sounds are switch off. Next options are about backlight. Your backlight you could switch with pressing any case, including trims, or could be off. Your backlight could be switch off. Case controls, it means gimbals and side controls, or both, it means switches and gimbals. It means when you move with gimbals, your backlight will be switched on. I use or on. Next option is on. It means backlight is still on without any interruptions. I use keys. Here is duration. Now I have here 30 seconds. It means after 30 seconds without any touch, backlight will be switched off. We can change it, for example, for 5 seconds, and we will wait 5 seconds. Yes, after 5 seconds, backlight will be switched off, and when I press any button, it will be again switched on. I will use now for this movie 30 seconds. Next option is brightness. Standard is 100%, but I can go for just for darker display. I think it's clear. Alarm, it means if radio has some warning, some alarm, your backlight will be blinking. Splash screen, it means when you switch on the radio, you can see image. This is splash.
Welcome to TARANIS.
This is splash screen. Yes.
Throttle warning.
Splash screen. GPS time zone. I don't know. GPS coordinate format. I don't use it. Voice language. I have here English, but if you want different language, you must save write voice files on your SD card in a write folder. Units, you can use metric or imperial units. Default channel order. It's just if you create new model, this is order of channels in this new model. Ailerons, elevator, throttle, rudder. This is nothing important because in Open9X you can move it, change it in more ways. This is really not important. And last option is mode. You can use radio in all 4 modes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change of mode of radio, physical change is really easy, I think 5 or 10 minutes. I will show you it in a separate video, and here you can switch it in firmware. But you must use one mode for all models. Yes, you cannot use different mode in different models. So it was screen 1 of 7. Screen 1 of 7 is most important in radio setup. On the next screen, press page button. This is something like a file explorer for your SD card. You can just look inside the folders on your SD card, look on pictures on SD card pictures of models. You can just File Explorer for, or Finder if you are Apple user, Finder for your SD card. If you want to go on next screen, press page button shortly. If you want to go back, press page button longer. So, screen 2 of 7, File Explorer or Finder. On next screen are settings about trainer. You can connect to Taranis really any radio with standard ppm output. And here you can set ratio, you can set many options about trainer student function. Again, I will make a custom movie only about this function because this is very complex function. On next screen, 4 of 7 are informations about version and number of our Open9X firmware. On the next screen, we can check if our
Turn center.
switches
Turn center.
are working.
Turn center.
Nothing special. On next screen is interesting, this low number, battery calibration. You can just with use of some voltmeter you can check your battery, your right voltage, and this right voltage value you can write here and make this right calibration. If calibration will be wrong, yes, if your calibration of radio is right, you can need it, yes. And on last screen is calibration screen. Here you can easily calibrate your gimbals and potentiometers and side controls. So this is basic introduction to system settings of FrSky TARANIS. How I say, most important is screen number 1. So thanks for watching, and next movie soon will be basic introduction about model settings in Open9X in FrSky TARANIS transmitter.